It's the stage where tradition, excellence, and style come together in perfect harmony. Everyone certainly brings their best. Have you ever wondered what conversations take place under these umbrellas, the stories they could tell? The shared smiles, the spirited conversations, the laughter in the air that carries between the roars of the crowds. Under the umbrellas, the world simply slows down. We remember why this place, this tournament, is about so much more.
Hi, I'm Kira K. Dixon. Our umbrella has moved to just off of Magnolia Lane. You can see the clubhouse at Augusta National just behind us, and Bryson DeChambeau is under the umbrellas. Welcome, Bryson.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Kira.
What is your routine when you get to Augusta National? What's the first thing that you do? You have to make sure you check that box.
I register. Most important thing. So as a player, drive down Magnolia Lane, take a couple, personal photos, and then I go up and register and get checked in, see what number I am, which is kind of cool. Little fun fact. I'm 89.
Okay.
For the 89th Masters, which is pretty lucky.
Aww.
Yeah. Pretty cool little thing, so I'll remember this one forever, which is sweet. And then register and go park. Usually, like yesterday, I would have practiced a little bit. Yesterday would have been my practice day, but this morning was more my practice and getting dialed in with my equipment, feeling comfortable with the bunkers, my wedges, my chip shots around the greens, go putt a little bit, and go play 9 holes.
Okay.
But today I also had media, so that was fun.
Yeah, today you get to hang out under the umbrellas.
That's right, with you.
It has to be part of the routine.
It's great.
I think it is. So yesterday you mentioned it was raining.
Yeah.
But setting that aside, when you arrived on the grounds, this is your 9th Masters tournament.
It is.
Does it ever get old?
No. Even when it's raining, it's still the best day ever. I mean, it could be stormy or whatever. It's just so magical out here. I said that in the press conference. It's just, it's a little like heaven on earth. I can tell you, it's every year it's the golf course, it's the week that you're just looking forward to the most.
So I mentioned that you've played 9 times. As you've gained more and more experience, what has been the one big takeaway that you've learned about this place?
What shots I need to get better at. It's very simple. It's just a couple of the downhill shots that I have on the golf course and uphill shots, the uneven lies, and then making sure I know how the wind is flowing through the trees that day and executing shots and controlling my nerves. I mean, those are the things that I've kind of learned from being an amateur, winning low-am to where I am today.
Yeah, low-am back in 2016 and now number 89 at the 89th Masters.
That's right.
And what are the emotions, though, when you walk these fairways?
My emotions, there's a lot of peace, actually, which is crazy.
Nice.
A lot of the times when I'm walking out there, especially when you go from 12 to 13, it's serene. Nobody's back there. You just feel like you're in a magical place.
Yeah. I actually got to do that for the first time today. I got to walk back there for a piece.
How was it?
It was pretty magical.
It's pretty wild. It's cool.
It's such a narrow little window for that tee shot, and with all the azaleas, it's so beautiful.
It is
There's nothing like it.
One of the best golf shots in the world.
Yeah. Where does the goal of winning the Masters tournament rank for you as a professional golfer?
It's quite simply number 1. I mean, it's the tournament that I've wanted to win my whole entire career. Also wanted to win the U.S. Open, won it twice. Very honored and blessed to win that tournament twice. Won the U.S. Amateur once, won the NCAAs. I've won a bunch of events, but Masters is number 1. Want to get that one checked off.
Growing up, how did you and your family take in the Masters tournament?
Sitting on Sundays watching Tiger win pretty much every one of them. I always wanted to see how Tiger was going to do. And we made it a thing to go to the golf course, practice, play a little bit, and then watch in the afternoon at the clubhouse just how the Masters was going to finish out.
Yeah. It's something that I think everybody has their unique moments.
Routine. Yeah, their little unique moments. I remember I was playing 9 holes at a par 3 golf course. I don't forget where, but we had played 9 holes and I'd heard Tiger was charging and come back. I'm like, oh, he's going to win. Play another 9, come back, and Tiger won. So it's just one of those things where golf was always in my nature to go practice and play on Sundays. So I never fully sat down and watched the whole thing, but I always watched like the last 3 or 4 holes.
As a kid, would you visualize yourself here.
All the time. All the time. And it's funny, when you get here, it's everything you'd hoped and dreamed for, and more. Like, even just looking right here, it's what this place is magic.
Yeah.
I'm actually more impressed when you get here, compared to, usually when you see stuff on TV, it's like, oh, that's cool, I want to go see it. You see it and you're like, okay, it wasn't really anything. Not this place. There's more to uncover at Augusta National and the Masters.
What has it been like sharing your experiences at the Masters with your friends and family?
Once in a lifetime experiences for all these people that are my friends, and got quite a few of them, which is great. None of them really golf a crazy amount, but every time we come back, it's like, yeah, this place is the coolest place on earth.
So there were a lot of kids here earlier this week for Drive, Trip, and Putt.
Yes.
And for them, a lot of them were saying that it was the coolest thing that they've ever done. But I was doing the interviews with a lot of these kids, and I'm reading through their bios, and it has a section of who's your favorite golfer or who's your coolest golfer.
Yeah.
And every single kid,
No.
Bryson.
No way.
Bryson. Bryson, this little 7-year-old girl was using your arm lock.
No way. Oh my
putting
gosh.
grip.
That is hilarious. That's amazing. I love that.
What is that? Yeah, you've created this incredible world on YouTube, in this content world.
Appreciate that.
What does that mean to you when you hear, from these 7-year-old kids?
It means everything to me, first off. I can't say thank you enough to everybody that continues to consume and watch and enjoy what we put out. I didn't realize how big of an impact it would actually be. And as time has gone on, it's only gotten bigger and bigger. And it's a testament to the people that I put around myself, not me. I'm still the same kind of person. I've matured in different ways, but I also can say that people see who I am, and they shine that light out there on YouTube. And have people come out and watch us film a video, and they're like, dude, when did you, like, how did you do this? Like, how did you become this entertainer, right? And that's the biggest question I have all the time. I'm like, I was the same person. I just didn't know how to be me, how to fully be me. And what was really cool is getting in front of that camera. It was either two choices. I play this character or I be me. And I chose to be me. And as time went on, I just started becoming more of myself. Who am I? Like, what am I? What do I want to do? Why do I want to do this? And it was nothing more than entertaining, educating, and inspiring.
What would the character version have been?
I don't even know. I mean, it was what people were telling me I was back in the day. Not who I am. And I know who I am, and I think it's so cool that YouTube's allowed that, and I'm grateful that everybody has seen that and been able to see me for who I am finally, which is great, and it's not going to change. I'm just going to keep being me.
How do you think of your ideas for YouTube?
I've got a great content creation team, so I don't think of all of them. But the Break 50 one was really cool. Our team kind of ideated like what could be a consistent series that we could make. We were trying to think of like a series. We were doing some fun collabs and growing the YouTube channel a little bit, and what's the next step? Well, we got to create a series, something that's interesting and people want to continue to consume and see to the end. And I've always been like, well, podcasts are cool, but I want to do something more than that. I want to do something more. And we go, what's a cool challenge we could do while we're talking in the golf cart during a round? And we're like, well, we should team up, do something like as a team. And I just shot in 58 at Greenbrier, and I go, well, let's try to break 58. And so I went with Garrett Clark, and I did that, and we broke 58. Well, that was too easy. That was too easy. What's a more difficult challenge, right? And they said, what's the lowest you could shoot from like the front tees? I was like, I could probably break 50. And that's how it came about.
Wow. What is the key to virality?
Storytelling. How you tell the story and the payoff at the end. I mean, Mr. Beast has talked about it quite a bit. I've watched a bunch of his videos. We watched a bunch of content creators, Dude Perfect, you name it. The reason why people click and they keep watching and the retention time's there is because it's a great story that people want to continue to consume. It's many little TikTok videos throughout the whole entire long form piece of content. And it's nothing crazy. People try it all the time, but it's not easy to keep the audience engaged.
Yeah.
So it takes an incredible editor, somebody that's actually thinking for the person consuming. Like, how would somebody interpret this? Yeah. How would somebody think about this? What would they want to say about it? How would they want to engage with it? All those questions are incredibly important when trying to create a cool story. That's what we do really good.
So this is like when you're doing the let's see how many times it takes me to make the hole in one over the
hole
house.
in one over the house, exactly.
And then you bring the guy in.
That was that was a storyline from the beginning. It was strategized and
tell that story for those that might not know.
I mean, shoot, 2 years ago I was building my home in Grapevine, and I went to the front yard and I was like, wow, this is such a cool place. And I knew I was building a green in the backyard. I'm like, wait a second, I could hit a wedge over this. Wait a second, this would be a really cool video. And we had thought about it for 2 years, like that's the video we want to do.
This is actually why I built this house.
That's right, yeah, exactly, right? No, there's multiple reasons why it just all kind of worked out. And as we're coming up with this idea, okay, how can we like storyline this the best? And we came up with the idea of one shot a day. You add that one shot a day, and let's see how many days it takes. And it didn't matter. It was just we're gonna go on as long as it could till I made it. And thankfully, I was thinking, okay, 10 days, I'll do it, right? By the 14th day, I was starting to get frustrated.
Oh, no.
I was like, this is not going well. And then 15th day, I'm like, you could see me visibly like agitate.
It was time.
It's time to make this. And then the 16th day, on the 14th shot, I got a good bounce and it went in the hole and we all went nuclear.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was like a reaction like I'd won a tournament.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was fun.
Man, I would still be out there. So hitting shots.
Insurance companies would be not liking you with the glass broken. Probably.
Oh my gosh, no, I'd be shaking it left and right. You don't want to see me doing that. That's why you're the one on YouTube, not me.
Yep.
How do you balance that world? Because it's very time consuming with this other time consuming thing you have of being a professional golfer.
Golfing?
Yeah.
It's taken time to learn how to fit everything in. And I think we've gotten more savvy at filming content that helps me become a better golfer on the golf course. So it's not just fun, quirky content. It's stuff that's actually relatable, like the course record series or Break 50. You're trying to hit the next best shot. You've got to be on every single hole. So it's almost creating a mentality around how do I create content that adds to my golf game and my skill sets. If I didn't have that, it'd be very difficult. But we figured out a way to do that.
Yeah. What is something that people would be surprised to learn about you that does nothing to do with YouTube or golf? What is something that's completely out of that, that's something that you do for you?
Okay, this is weird, but
We love weird on this show.
great. I really like massages.
Okay, that's great.
I don't know what else to say. Like, I genuinely like going to like just a regular commercial company and getting a massage, like going to a spa and
You like to relax.
100% because my life is crazy.
Yeah.
I have to kind of balance it out with just going in for an hour and just relaxing and coming out of there feeling like a new person, just not knowing where life is and what time is it and
no fun.
yeah, nothing. No, I just like zoning out. There are times where I just love zoning out. I also like gaming. So I play Age of Empires every once in a while. Fortnite I played back in the day.
Okay.
So there are times it just gets my brain turned in another direction and resets me.
Doing some cold plunge, sauna, that sort
I
of
don't do
stuff?
any of that actually. No, I'll do a
that's
steam
interesting.
room, a little bit of sauna and steam room.
Okay.
A little bit of sauna and
Okay.
steam room.
Well, before you came over here, you mentioned that you're going to go back to the range to do some testing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw this last year on the range. You were getting after it, doing your thing, and Vijay Singh, there's a video of Vijay Singh watching you on the range, and he just kind of stands there, like takes a moment out of his routine, and is just in awe. Did you ever see that?
No, was this a couple years ago or was it last year?
I think it was last year.
Wow.
I think it was on Live From or something like that.
Okay.
But it was just the ultimate, it's a
Was I swinging super hard?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was like 3 or 4 years
Oh,
ago.
okay, okay.
But yeah, no, I was smoking it back then. I was hitting it really hard, close to 200 ball speed, and I can get up there now a lot easier than what it looked like back then. But yeah, I was just trying to go after it, and it was really cool to see BJ just look and go, he's an idiot. You know?
I think he just didn't know what to do. He'd never seen anything like it. So what are you testing later today?
Just more driver heads, seeing what ones work best for me this week.
Okay. Give us your one thought that you're keeping in mind as you go after a potential green jacket this week.
Patience. Patience.
Well, I hope that it is a very patient and lovely and peaceful walk for you.
Thank you.
And we so appreciate you for joining us under the umbrellas.
Thank you for having me.